And this is why you don't make a top 10 list until the end of the year. Seriously, guys, I can guarantee you Jumanji is gonna be on my top 10 best movies of the year. Yeah, I'm being serious. Now, granted, objective list though it might be, here's the facts. 1. This is a remake movie. 2. This is technically a video game movie. And 3, it's trying to be action and comedy, which is a very tough genre to mix. And you know what? They do a dang good job of it. They really do. This is without a doubt the best video game movie I have seen. Ever. Now, granted, the campiness of this could be compared with Street Fighter, the original one from the 1990s, but we won't hold that against this. But this is such a enjoyable movie. I haven't left kind of laughing and chuckling at the end of a movie for a while, guys. Even in Coco, I was kind of like sad because it was over and I had such a high, happy feeling and then it was gone. When I left Star Wars, I was nothing but sad. When I left Pitch Perfect 3, I was nothing but cold because I walked down into 6-degree weather. Still not enjoying the movie that much, but you know, you take what you will. But man, this movie right here, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. I'm just going to flat out say this. You do not need to see this in a movie theater. It is not movie theater budget. It's not movie theater massive quality. But you know what? This is a movie you gotta see. Owe it to yourself. Give Jumanji the love it deserves. And if you have to go to the theater to pay for it, go right ahead. Because this is, without a doubt, the best video game movie I have seen. Basically, because it's a video game. It is. You're watching a video game play out, and some of you might be saying, how fun can that be? When your players are The Rock, Jack Black, oh, and did I mention Jack Black is trying to pretend to be a teenage drama queen girl? Which, yeah, I seriously thought he was a girl. No joke. Yeah, it's jarring at first because Jack Black, it's a joke. Ha ha, Jack Black is playing a girl. But yeah, he actually is playing a girl. He does a very dang good job of that. Carrying on, we got The Rock. I already said Kevin Hart and Jack Black and Jillian, I believe her name is. I'm not sure. I feel bad. I don't know all of these guys' names. The reason I know the last three is because I'm a huge fan of Jack Black from the old days. Love Tenacious D. And CIA is a great movie that has both Kevin Hart and The Rock. Kevin Hart finally has someone to work off of, and it's good. Look, I don't like Ride Along. He doesn't work well with Ice-T, I believe that was, or Ice Cube, whichever. Point is, they really don't mesh that well. And Get Hard, Will Ferrell's too wooden. He doesn't have the right mojo to bounce off. But man, him and The Rock have perfect chemistry in this movie. And they have chemistry that goes deeper than that, because they're playing two different characters. The Rock is playing a nerd, and Kevin Hart's playing a wannabe jock who has to accept his limitations and realize, yeah, I've kind of been a jerk for a good bit of my life. And there's layers. This is how you make an honest-to-God good character. Why is it so hard for people to grasp this concept? It's like everybody trying to say how great Rey, Finn, Poe, Rose, all those people from the Star Wars, how they're deep and psychologically damaged characters who have all these layers that's built on top of it. No, they're not. You might get away with saying Rey is because of the whole I don't know who my parents are and the realization could technically mess with her, then all this stuff from Kylo. And you might have a way of getting away with that with Finn if they actually dove into the psychiatry of him, you know, being taken as a kid basically and indoctrinated into the proverbial, one sec guys, yeah, I know my battery's low. Trust me, the rage is coming. It'll fuel the camera. So I'm going to hold back on that Star Wars rant. I have plans, I assure you. But yes, The Rock and Kevin Hart are perfect together in this movie. The chemistry is great, and another good reason this movie should be on my top 10 and most people's, because for once, and I can't believe I am saying this, for once, we have a good Jonas brother. Yeah, I believe it's Nick Jonas is in this movie. He plays Alex. Now, you know, stereotypical Jumanji characters and movies. Someone's gonna get sucked in the game, they're gonna be forgotten, 20-some years will pass, and then they'll be re-emerged or resurfaced and all that. And he plays this kid, Alex. And yeah, he does a really good job of it. He plays this wannabe 90s kid trying to just get through the game, and he has a bit of a pseudo midlife crisis because he realizes that for the most part he's been stuck in this world for 20 years. You would have a moment of just wow, that happened. And the action in this movie's well shot. It's not shaky cam. It's positioned. It's broken mechanics. You'll have a guy get uppercutted into the sky. And it's a video game, so it's okay. A guy gets hit in the face and gets knocked through 3 walls. It's that type of crazy shenanigans that I love about video games. And yes, I do enjoy the realistic ones. I do enjoy the proverbial, just, stereotypical, plot-driven ones. And some of my favorite ones have actually been of that accord. Like the Yakuza franchise. Or another one that comes to mind is the Legend of Heroes franchise, Kingdom Hearts. They try to keep it somewhat grounded, but you gotta embrace the craziness. You gotta embrace the fact you're in a video game. And for the first time in so long, a video game is actually doing that. And I don't mean just a pseudo joke one like in Doom. No, just embraces the fact that it's a video game. I know it seems like I'm griping on this, but after Assassin's Creed, Doom, the Mario Brothers movie, you kind of... Oh, and the new Rampage movie coming out. I'm sorry, Rock. I'll let you slide when you're with Kevin Hart, but if you are not with Kevin Hart, you, sir, do not deserve to be in a B-grade movie. You are an A- celebrity. Keep that straight. And if I see you in another Disney Tooth Fairy movie, we're gonna have words. And then to quote what you said to Jason Statham, you will beat me like a Cherokee drum. For those of you who don't get that reference, go watch The Fate of the Furious. Or don't, you're really not missing much. Sorry, but see, I'm happy. When's the last time you saw me this actually happy at walking out of a movie theater? I laughed. I enjoyed the shenanigans. I enjoyed just the crazy and zaniness. And yes, I know, comedy's subjective. Everyone's going to approach things differently. But this was just such an enjoyable popcorn flick. And a great way to wrap out the year, guys. Seriously, it's honestly something you need. We all need that movie just to sit back and just laugh at the crazy and the shenanigans and just, there's no way this could ever happen. But it's fun. And that's something I think the movies have been missing a lot of recently, is just to have fun. And that's a soapbox for another day, but yeah, it seems kind of fun. It's just zaniness that you just really miss. And I guess I should be address the younger actors. They do their roles fine. And it is a bit of jarring when you hear, Fridge, that's his name, the big jock black dude, suddenly turn into Kevin Hart and then try to turn back. There is a bit of a disjointedness. But you could almost chalk that up to the characters they play, because each of the characters do have, skills and a set style of personality, and the way that the game is built around them. They all serve an essential piece, which my biggest issue with Jumanji is the game, because if you don't have all 5 characters, this game is almost impossible to play. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. So, that's the littlest gripe, but it's nice. It teaches the camaraderie, and I'll give this movie credit as well. They use the game mechanics perfectly. Like when somebody says, I explode if I eat cake, you think for a second, are they going to do that? Are they going to make them eat cake and act like an explosive? Or when they, die, they fall from the sky, maybe they can work with that some way. Maybe they can get someone out of danger within that situation. Maybe they can maneuver. Or just recognizing that these are NPCs, they have a set limit of dialogue and things they can say. We can address that and move in they have their limits. It's actually kind of enjoyable. And you try to think as a gamer, okay, how would I exploit this? How would I move around the game? Or what character would I play? And how would I make him overcome this obstacle? It's kind of fun to think of. And thankfully, and I mean thankfully, there is no post-credit scene. There is no hook for another movie. There's no force for a Jumanji sequel trilogy thing. They just let it end. A movie is a movie. It doesn't need to be a massive series, and I so appreciate that. When there is nothing but remakes, retellings, sequels, it's nice just to sit back and enjoy a movie that is self-contained. And yes, it pays homage to the previous one, but it's just little Easter eggs that even if you don't know the original movie, it's not going to drag you down. And this is so good. Now that that's out of the way, I guess final thoughts before I say just one or two more things about trailers I saw. I'm starting to do that a bit more, but, keeps the mind fresh and the intrigue going. So, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. Should you see it? Yes. Do you need to see it in the theater? Kinda not, but please do support an actually good movie. And if you do want to go see this movie, my recommendation is get your tickets in advance. This movie's selling out. Yeah. Force Awakens, there's seats. Jumanji? No. I might want to tell you something, Disney. But you don't care because you already made almost $1 billion off The Last Jedi. So what do you care? And before I finish on to this tangent, don't sign that stupid petition to make Episode 8 not canon, guys. We're better than this. So yes, on to the trailers I wanted to talk about. Two in particular. One, Pacific Rim Uprising still looks amazing, and it actually reminded me a lot of this Jumanji movie while I was watching it. It knows what it is. It's basically a live-action robot anime. And you know what? They're embracing it, and I hope they embrace it just like Pacific Rim did. Pacific Rim was cheesy, over the top, and if you ever wanted to see what an old 80s mecha anime would look like, kind of that. Except your main hero would kind of be about 14 or 13 or so, and usually have like a sidekick with him, but you split hairs. Which, on that note of Pacific Rim and Gundams, could someone explain to me, and I'm trying to figure this out, why there's a Gundam in Player 1? Am I the first person to notice this? Is this a new trailer? Because I'm sitting back, I see the Pacific Rim trailer, I'm kind of happy, it's nice. I see Player 1, I'm like, okay, I know where this is going, can I get the Jumanji? And then all of a sudden, I think I saw a couple of Overwatch characters, and the Iron Giants, and then someone's flying around in a Gundam? Not a Gundam, the original Gundam from 1970 or 80, I want to say. I don't know when Mobile Suit. Nope, 79. So I think it was 1979. Point is, why is that there? And can someone explain to me? Because I'm hooked. I was going to see that movie, but if you bring in any Gundams, especially the original, you got me hooked. It could be a really, really crappy Twilight, 50 Shades of Stupid crossover spectacular with the original, with the new Ghostbusters. I don't care. If you throw a Gundam in there, I am hooked. My favorite game of all time is MS Saga, for those of you who want to go track that down, for the one person maybe who might know what it is. Yeah. Great way to end the year out, guys. Nice movie. I'll start working my top 10 list. I'll have that out hopefully within the next couple of days. So, thanks for a wonderful year, guys. And I hope to do this for a whole nother year. And gonna do some little changes. I'll probably do a little announcement video of what I want to do. But to all my fans, old and new, to my subscribers, to casual viewers, to those who comment in my comment section, to one particular commenter who loves to drop the N-word, S-word, B-word, and calls me homeless and stank ass. I know who you are. You guys really make this worth it. So, started this back in February, and I really appreciate you guys sticking out, listening to me rant and rave about movies. It really does mean a lot. I hope you guys have fun, and I hope to do this for many more years to come. As always, I'm Kevin Riley, signing off, and I'll see you all next time. Later.